240 miles north of Mathare Valley in another Kenyan city, Kitale, conditions are similar. Here, Sherry Thompson-Neese is providing a place where homeless children can live in a safe and stable environment. Space and resources are limited. Recently, she brought an additional 30 children in from the streets of Kitale.
The goal at Challenge Farm is to bring these kids in who have lived on the street and who have feelings of no value, worthlessness, they have no dignity. To bring them into a loving, healing environment where we tell them they are valuable. We tell them they have dignity, they have worth. And we do this through counseling, through prayer, just through loving on them. And then we put them in school, because that is what education is going to give them power. It will empower them in the future if they understand how to read and write and get through grades 1 through 8. At the end of that time, once they've been through grades 1 through 8, they either go into secondary training, which is high school, or they go into a training program that we do at the farm or maybe in a vocational tech school. Right now we have about 130 children living at the Challenge Farm, and it takes about $200 a month just to meet bare needs like the food, medicine, school, because we have a school on the property. Some of our kids, secondary kids or high school kids, go to area schools, and a few that scored very well on their tests are in boarding schools. But it takes $200 a month without any emergencies.
In our own community, 30,000 children face hunger and malnutrition every day. Many of these children get free lunches at school during the week, but are left to fend for themselves on the weekend. Ben and Marty Tennille started H.O.P.E, Help Our People Eat, to provide healthy meals to children on the weekends.
H.O.P.E was organized to use the resources of the interfaith community in Winston-Salem to provide nutritious Sunday meals to children who live in the areas of greatest food insecurity, and to deliver fresh produce into the food deserts of Forsyth County.
The way that it works, we have healthy meals that are prepared on Saturdays by many faith communities and community service organizations in Forsyth County. A typical meal would consist of turkey and cheese sandwich on whole wheat, a piece of fruit or yogurt, a piece of pumpkin bread, and low-fat milk. On Sundays, it's delivered in this big green truck with the help of Wake Forest and Winston-Salem State athletes and students who hand out the food to the children and talk to them about nutrition and staying in school.
This is a setting where he actually spoke this incredible, powerful teaching in Matthew chapter 25 about the kingdom of heaven. He says, and so when the Son of Man comes in all of his glory, I mean, the sky is split open, and we're told that all the nations of the earth are going to gather before him. Then the king is going to separate one from the other. And when this huge process is done, then the king is going to say, now this is what this was all about. It's what the prophets have talked about. It's how I lived my life. It is what my scriptures are filled with, 2,000 verses about this. It should come as no surprise. This is about the poor, how extremely important they are to me. And he will have separated them by not what did you think, not what did you pray about, what were you concerned about, but what did you actually do? And so this powerful passage was taught on this location in this beautiful scenery. And the bottom line message is the poor really, really matter to me. And those of us who are followers of Christ, we simply don't have the option when it comes to the poor of doing nothing.